You know, I'd like to say hello America, but I think I'll just say wake up America. That should be my new greeting, wake up America. I wanted to do a little rant here on, I heard this week on Fox News. I don't like Fox News anymore, to let y'all know. I don't trust them. I like to look at the women, pretty girls. Don't trust any of the others. I get all my news pretty much. I try to watch Fox. Usually I'm just watching it. I can't stand to listen to it because those people are really, some of them like O'Reilly are just useless. He is so high on himself. I mean, like he could bottle his sweat or something. I don't know. The guy is just, I can't stand him anymore. Hannity, I've known of him for so long. He doesn't, I can tolerate him. Glenda Becky. Oh boy. Anyway, I'm going to get back on track. Fox News this week was talking about contracting out, I guess, for soldiers, letting contractors go into Iraq or whatever. And the American people are, you know, they're told something and they believe it. You know, that's who we are today. You know. You were told something and you believe it. So that's going to be a good thing, sending contractors in there. Let me tell you something. There's nobody I've ever heard of more cold-hearted and more brutal than these contractors we send in there. And I got to admit that I felt another way about all this about 6 months ago, maybe a little longer. And I started to wake up. Maybe it was the WikiLeaks films that I saw. I don't know if they were WikiLeaks, but I started to watch these videos of our soldiers and what they were doing to the civilians. I don't even want to talk about it. Maybe I'll post some of them. But like a bunch of punk kids over there shooting up the town, okay? And if you think that's okay, alright, well, hey, comes around, goes around, okay? It's not alright. And, okay, so they're talking about pimping out soldiers. Oh boy. Okay, well, I just got a report. This is going to blow through the news so fast you probably won't hear it. We got a contractor that just, I believe we just exposed him for overbilling the Pentagon. First of all, the bill may go to the Pentagon. Okay, the Pentagon don't, it's not their money, it's ours. Hello? Okay, $900 for a $7 switch. Wait, $900 for a $7 switch. Am I getting through to you? Are you hearing me? Am I talking to myself? Yeah, I am. Okay, and well, actually, it was for a water level control switch, and it was $705 was what another competitor was offering to sell it for, but we bought it for $900. There was a couple other examples. Evidently, I researched it. I tried to find this on the internet, and I really couldn't find anything. This right here, I thought I had more prices on here, but I don't. This just talks about the billions that we're spending and obviously being screwed on. But, people, war pays well, but they're paying it with our money. And they're sending our young to die, to kill and die. We're over there killing women and children. I don't care who you are. I don't care how you, well, chances are if you're watching my video you probably agree with me somewhat. But if you don't like the sound of that, me telling you that America is killing women and children, well then you need to wake up, because I've got stories. I'll just tell you one. We blew away one of our helicopters. I think it was an aircraft that blew away nine little boys that were up in Afghanistan in the mountain, and they were from 9 years old to 15 years old, and they were looking for firewood. I think it was an Apache or something, pops up and blows them away. One 10-year-old survived. He got a tree got hit in front of him or something. He got an injury to the hand. The other kids were just blown to pieces. Do you understand what pieces of a person are? That's like pieces of a person. Okay, that's what our weapons do to people. Okay, I can't watch this crap on the History Channel anymore, or whatever channel, the military channel. I watch those channels constantly. But when it comes to these new weapons, I can't watch them anymore, because I know That's the weapons they're going to use against us, the people. We the people, okay? If I haven't lost you by now. But anyway, these 9 boys were up in this mountain, and you know, they were collecting firewood, and one of our cute little machines shows up and just starts shooting. The villagers had to create baskets out of rope, I believe, if I remember the story right, and they had to carry the pieces home of these little boys in these makeshift baskets. We made a mistake. Oh, we're sorry. And I don't know, we may have paid them off. We may have given them $1 million per family. I don't know. Or we may have not given them anything. You know, because these stories don't last long. You don't hear them, obviously. But I keep an ear open for that kind of crap. Okay? Once again, the Pentagon, they may get the bill. But you pay it! Okay, we're supposed to be in debt for 14 whatever trillion. $900 for a $7.05 piece. It was on Fox News this morning. They were talking that crap. I wished I'd have filmed it. I'm trying hard to back up what I'm saying. I'm trying hard to get this information. They had about 3 examples. It's war, people. It's war. Okay? Contractors screw us infinitely. Let me tell you, I saw a guy being interviewed, a young guy. I guess he was in Iraq, and he was talking about how if they had some really nice vehicles. They had Hummers, and I think he said Lexus or Beamers or something. And if there was a problem with one, if something went out and the mechanic wasn't around, they caught it on fire. They caught it on fire is what this guy said. Or they burned it up somehow, blew it up, whatever, because they're there at cost plus. Cost plus. You know what that means? Whatever it cost them, and then they get paid whatever they're getting paid on top of that. So they would just put in for a new Hummer or a new Lexus. He said there was nothing really wrong with these vehicles. They just didn't have somebody there to repair these small little problems they had. America, you must like being screwed, because you're getting screwed. Our little politicians are running around like pop stars. They're probably drunk, high on drugs, and screwing whatever's around. And I apologize for my language. I don't like to cuss. I've grown out of that. I've evolved. Except for when I'm trying to talk to you. So, you know, the average person probably isn't going to watch this video. I'm probably shouting at somebody that don't need to be shouted at. What little views I get, I apologize. I keep dreaming that somebody else is going to hear this message, you know, that we are on our last leg. And I'm not talking about the debt and all that. I'm talking about spiritually. We are spiritually done. Okay? I keep telling myself I need to start getting a little positive in these rants and these videos, but I'm looking at myself right now, and you know what? I'm just sick as can be. I've got it made, people. I've got it made. I do well. You know, for an average guy, I do pretty well. But you know what? I just feel like we're done, because spiritually I am in tune to who we are today. And if there's some yahoo that just happened onto this channel, which I don't think that happens very often, but you go on back to your, I always like to say American Idol, but you know what? You got your little mob shows on there, you know, I don't know, the story of the mob families or the scumbags of the world and their wives, you know, how they live, you know, that's the way I see these people. I've never watched any of that crap, you know. I don't know about these little, I'll say Paris, you know. It makes me sick to think a person is getting by on their stupid smile, you know. I don't really want to go into that world. I don't want to know enough about it to comment on it. But I see it. I see it, and I know it's wrong. So just go back to that. If you happen onto this channel accidentally, go back to whatever you were doing. And one day... I hope I'm wrong, people. I just put it that way. I hope to God I'm wrong.